Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Gather around the mic every Thursday night. No scripts, no plans, just a verbal fight. It's a mess of genius and a sprinkle of wit. Welcome to the chaos, we're just talking shit. Just talking shit, and we don't even care.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Just Talking Shit. I'm your host, Courtney.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Josh.
And we're back with another episode this week. So how y'all been?
Been good. Been busy week, real busy week. So a lot of
I've had a lot of busy weeks here lately.
I've been busier since I retired, it seems like, but it is work.
But hey, it's nice to be that kind of busy.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Right?
As opposed to like work busy or.
Yeah.
But
I agree with that.
how about you, honey? How's your week been?
It's been good. I got to hit the river on a kayak this week, so that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that was
good.
in the last week.
Yeah, we went swimming a little bit this weekend. It was 4th of July
Yeah,
over
we
the
did
weekend. How was everybody's 4th?
It was a good 4th. I'm glad you guys had fun. You went swimming. It was hot.
I went swimming, yeah.
Very hot.
We spent the
It was-
4th
yeah.
at her mom's house.
But I did not watch fireworks. Went and had some me time at Blake's house. I know I was supposed to come to the box that night.
Well,
My bad.
Josh went swimming with you, correct?
Yeah, but he didn't get in the pool.
Well, I heard of a beached whale, so I did possibly catch a little.
Well, unless his
story
name
about
was
that.
Fat Jesus.
It was, as a matter of fact. As a matter of fact, it was.
Well, now I can see how you get them confused.
You know why I didn't go swimming?
Because the water would have ran out of the pool.
I just walked right on top of it.
There is no way with gravity. with gravity, there is no way you're walking on top of water.
No concrete, so the struggle.
Fat would sink you.
We're starting out deep tonight, aren't
Hey,
get it
welcome
wrong.
to Just Talking.
we? Already starting out knee
Get it
level.
wrong.
All right, so for this week's segment on folklore, fact, or fiction, I'm going to be talking about Marie Laveau. So we'll go ahead and jump into that unless there's anything else.
Never heard of her, so let's roll.
All right. Have you ever walked the streets of the French Quarter after dark and felt eyes on you that weren't there? Or passed by an old cemetery and heard whispers in the wind? Maybe you've lit candles and made a wish at a tomb marked with 3 X's. If you have, you've already crossed paths with her legend. Tonight, on Folklore, Fact or Fiction, I'm pulling back the veil on the woman who still haunts New Orleans to this day. The one they called the Voodoo Queen. Her name
Please.
was Marie Laveau. All right. So
I didn't know you're open.
you've really never heard of Marie Laveau?
No, I have not.
Have you?
I've heard the name, but I'm not familiar with the story.
Okay. All right. Well, you're about to get familiar with the story. So
Okay.
let's start with the
And I
facts.
reach over and there we go. And for all you that can't hear, it's a bomb drop.
Hold on. Where is it at? Where's it at?
There we go.
That's a direct hit.
That was.
All right,
Sank my
so-
battleship.
Let's start with the facts of who Marie Laveau was.
Okay.
She was born in New Orleans in 1801. She was a free woman of color, raised Catholic, and trained as a hairdresser. She lived in a world where race, religion, and power collided every single day. But she wasn't just doing hair. She was listening, gathering secrets. Wealthy Creole women spilled their affairs, family drama, and even political connections right into her hands. They say knowledge is power, and Marie, she had plenty of both. So apparently she was a well-known hairdresser back in.
She was.
So she was basically hanging out listening to all the tea.
Yes, as most hairdressers get a lot of tea. Like,
Yeah, tell to see where the story is. This hasn't changed
Yeah.
in history in the last 200 years.
No,
All right.
that's barbershop.
Yeah.
so let's talk about what made her feared and famous,
All
which
right.
was, of course, voodoo. And it's not Hollywood voodoo
You
with
said she was
dolls
Catholic.
and curses. Yeah, and it'll say what all she's what they mean by real voodoo.
Okay.
If you let me just like 10 seconds. So, but
Shut the fuck up over there, Clark.
But it's not Hollywood voodoo with dolls and curses, but real voodoo, a blend of African spirituality, Catholicism. Am I saying that right? Catholicism?
Catholicism.
Catholicism. I did not think I was saying that right. Catholicism and indigenous beliefs. Marie practiced it publicly and privately. So when Catholicism comes out
It's Catholic.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I guess she incorporated, I don't know how exactly, but apparently it's not, the way she practiced voodoo is not how you see in the movies and stuff with like the dolls, the pincushion dolls.
She was making dolls.
Yeah, no. But she held not cemeteries. She held ceremonies in Congo Square where music, dance, and ritual magic flowed under the beating sun. People claim she could summon spirits, heal the sick, and even control minds.
Where's she at now?
So that'll come into play later on because there's been rumors that she is a immortal. If I'm not mistaken, she's immortal. Like she keeps living out.
So you know where I was going with that.
Yeah. So, and then she had a snake. It was her sacred pet, and its name was Zombie, a nod to the spirit of the dead. And they said she would drape it over her shoulders during rituals, eyes glowing, her voice calling out to the other side. So, I mean, she is known as the Voodoo Queen in New Orleans. So apparently,
as fuck.
So Marie wasn't just a spiritual leader; she was powerful. Judges, businessmen, and even cops feared her. If you were accused of a crime, she could make your charges disappear. If you wanted revenge, she could curse your enemies for a price. So, I mean, it seemed like she's good people to know. If you got into some shit.
On what side you're on?
Well, I mean, if you got some shit going down and you want to get,
I know a person like that.
Listen, I ain't saying it's right. I'm just saying if you were into that type of stuff and you wanted to get off, I would imagine she would be a good person to know.
She could help you get off?
Well, of a crime. But there is one famous story that tells of a man who faced life in prison. Marie visited the jail, prayed outside, and left a grizz bag under the judge's chair.
She too?
Huh?
She too?
It's grizz, Gris, right?
Just laughing at him.
Shut up.
No, you said grizzly.
Well, that's what it says. It's left a grizz bag. I mean, how else would you say it?
Chew. That's a free advertisement for me.
Okay, well, maybe that is. Okay. But then apparently,
snuck that in.
And that probably is what it was then. But it says the next day the charges were dropped. Was it coincidence, influence, or something darker?
Well, I'm going to first off say it wasn't Grizzly Chew because they didn't have that back then. But I think it's a lot of coincidence. Like Josh says before, coincidence.
So,
not.
What was the established date for Grizzly Chew?
Yeah, do you know?
I guarantee you it wasn't back then. I promise you it wasn't back then.
Okay, so
He just said that so confidently. I'm like, does he really know that?
I promise you it wasn't back then.
all right. So stay on track. But with power comes fear. There are tales of people who wronged Marie and mysteriously suffered illness, loss, or death. They say she didn't need to lift a finger. One glance and your fate was sealed. There's tale about a rival voodoo priestess who challenged her in public. Within days, she was struck by a fever no doctor could cure. Marie simply smiled and walked away. Whether you believe in voodoo or not, you respected Marie Laveau or you stayed the hell out of her way.
Dude, she sounds like a half a dozen girls I know in every bar I've ever worked in.
Like Mean Girl?
Yeah, just sounds like every bar. Not even the
somebody that you just don't fuck with. Like, just don't fuck with her and she won't fuck with you. But if you fuck with her, then you're going to...
You got held.
Yeah, you're going to be held accountable for messing with her. I mean, that just really is the vibe I'm getting over here. Like, don't cross her.
I think I'd cross her.
Yeah, probably. Because you say some smart ass shit.
Here's the deal. If she's super hot and crazy, it's a guarantee Chris is going to try to hook up.
Oh, yeah. Guaranteed. All right, so.
Y'all make me sound like I'm a...
Here we are to...
You just have an act for attracting the crazy ones.
I don't hook up with them. The crazy ones.
No, you just...
The crazy ones like me.
That's a fair statement. I'll give you that.
Yes, thank
you. Okay, so back to what you had brought up earlier about is she still alive? Is that what you had?
Yeah, where's she at now? Because
it says Marie Laveau supposedly died in 1881. She was buried in St. Louis Cemetery No. 1 in a white tomb that's now a pilgrimage site. But some say she never died. There were sightings of her, decades after her death, walking the streets, performing rituals, whispering prayers into the wind. Others claim her daughter, Marie Laveau II, continued her legacy so seamlessly that people thought the original had become immortal. To this day, people visit her grave, mark 3 X's on the tomb, and leave offerings, hoping she'll grant a wish. But here's the thing. Her tomb has been vandalized so often it's now protected. You need a tour guide to just get close to it. That's how strong her presence still is.
Maybe people have been seeing her doppelganger.
So what's real? Marie Laveau was a real person. She's powerful, intelligent, and deeply spiritual. She did practice voodoo, and she did leave a mark on this city that still lingers today. But the magic, the curse, the immortality, that's where fact and fiction start to blur. And maybe that's where the real magic lies.
Quite possibly.
So, Marie Laveau isn't just a ghost story. She's a symbol of resistance, of spirituality, of feminine power. Whether you believe in her magic or not, her legend lives on. So thanks for tuning in to Folklore Fact or Fiction.
Holy shit, if you guys could see behind the scenes on what we've had to go through to hear this segment.
It's been an experience for sure. It's taken
couple takes.
It's taken turns.
Courtney decided she was hungry and wanted to just stick her foot in her mouth and just start chewing on it.
But just a reminder, if you do ever visit her tomb, leave an offering just in case.
If you ever stop at a Wings down there
in Myrtle Beach, leave an offering. You better tip her. That's what I'm saying.
Just saying. Just saying.
Wow. All right, and that was all for my segment. So
that was a good segment.
Did you guys really enjoy that?
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was good.
It was good.
Because I'm gonna do the Axeman next. Because I got like 10 topics on just New Orleans folklore. It's gonna be the Axeman. There's Madame LaLaRue. Have you guys ever seen American Horror Story?
No.
Have you?
Yeah, I've seen a few seasons.
So season 3, The Coven. So Marie Laveau is in season 3 of The Coven. Angela Bassett plays her. And then Madame LaLaRue is in Coven season 3 because it's based in New Orleans. The whole Coven, like, it's a bunch of witches.
So is that what inspired the whole?
Yeah, but I just love New Orleans. I mean, I'm telling you, I want to go back there so bad. I cannot stand it. I love New Orleans. I went there when I was 15. So, I didn't really get to enjoy the Big Easy as I would have preferred.
She's been telling me for quite some time that she's wanted to go to.
I love New Orleans. I just love the.
And we love our children, but they're going to have to stay behind.
Oh, yeah. They ain't coming with us on this one because I'm getting reckless.
Mardi Gras?
Honey, I can't make any promises that I won't show my boobs there.
I can make that promise.
Josh can't make any promises he won't show his.
Beads, honey, beads.
Yeah. I mean, I could buy beads. Chris knows people over there too, man.
Yeah, but there's just a gratification in the act of getting the beads.
Gratification for everyone but me, if you're the one showing.
Girls gone wild.
Honey, there's boobs. You've seen them all, right? You see boobs all the time. It's no big deal, right?
It's okay when everybody else gets theirs out. It's not okay when you get yours out.
You know what they say? You see one set of titties?
You gonna see them all.
Hey, y'all, and we're back with segment 2. Is AI okay?
No.
So, well, my first thing for AI, I hate y'all. My first thing is they want to know, is AI good for, like, being a psychologist for you? Like, it words a lot better, obviously, than I do. Here, let me see.
Obviously.
Not a wordsmith, huh?
Hate you. I hate both of you. Equally.
But we love you.
Mental health meets AI. Utah's new AI office drops guidelines on
AI. Utah, of all places.
Yes, they dropped guidelines on AI-powered mental health tools. Risk of unlicensed therapy bots on the rise. What do you think about
therapy
that?
bots?
That's where the Mormons live, right?
What is a therapy bot doing for you?
The Mormons?
Yeah, Utah. Mm-hmm. It's full of Mormons.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And also a lot of irrelevance.
Yeah, I don't know where that.
I was saying that's a neat little fact about Utah.
Thank you for that tip of information.
I watched the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and all my Secret Lives of Mormon Wives people know that. Okay, yeah.
A lot of Baptists.
I'm saying, but we don't have a show called Secret Lives of Baptist Wives.
How did we go from AI to...
I don't know. I was talking. You brought up Utah. Okay, listen.
Well, you could have brought up the Utah Jazz, and that would have been more relevant than Mormons. Shout out to the Mormons out
I'm
there.
just saying, from what I've seen, they seem like they would need to try that type of therapy more.
So, you're on a fucking hotbed roll today. Who has not pissed you off today?
You know, I'm having a day, okay?
Obviously.
No, I watched Secret Lives of Warren Weiss. I mean, the whole thing got started because one of them was a swinger. So I'm just saying, if anybody needs psychological help, that makes sense that they would test it out there.
Let's change this segment from is AI okay to fucking rabbit holes.
Can we get to a segment without Courtney's prejudice coming through?
Exactly.
You know what? Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just going to sit here quietly.
No. Please do tell. I want to hear more about Mormon AI.
I'm not saying there's Mormon AI. I'm just saying it makes sense that they would start it out there.
They didn't start out. They're enforcing guidelines on it out there.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck? You would need a fucking Rand McNally map to navigate your way around this conversation.
So look, let's do a checklist of all the demographics we've managed to isolate.
Yeah.
Nothing. I don't have anything against Mormons. I'm saying the ones I've seen on that show, they're a little bit nutty.
After I edit this, you know what it's going to be? It's going to say, hey, y'all, welcome to another episode of Just Talking Shit. We'll talk to you next time.
You don't have to freaking edit me. At this point, I don't give no fucks. I'm just saying.
That's what we're going to have.
Okay, anyways.
It'll be the shortest podcast. Hey, I don't even need to.
Welcome to the podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
See you next time.
Apparently, I've just fumbled this whole fucking thing.
That's just talking shit.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
If somebody hates me for it, then so be it. Hate me. You know, it's none of my business what people think about me.
People probably hate you anyway. You got damn flies around here, too.
Yeah, I know.
Bullshit. Can't shoot a podcast in this environment.
Well, still, all right. Continue with your AI.
Frankly, backdrops and shit. This whole thing's going to shit.
Really is. It's going to hell in a handbasket quick.
Falling apart right
now. Wheels are falling off.
Yeah.
The YouTube video just ought to be our logo just slowly crumbling away.
You know, I need something to keep me busy. What can I do? Let's start a podcast.
And let's drag two of our asshole friends.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta love it. So, AI. So we said it's not okay, apparently, with that long dissertation.
Yeah, because you were pretty adamant to say no, like, right away.
Yes.
Did you see that robot running down the street?
But I'm talking about therapist, a robot therapist. That robot wasn't...
What is it doing exactly?
Yeah, like, is it replacing the therapist altogether?
Pretty much.
And giving feedback on
you? It's learning.
And it can't be billing you because it doesn't need money.
Oh, they bill you.
Oh, yeah, they bill you. They bill you to run that AI.
Yeah,
you're getting billed.
You pay for your AI platform right now on the phone. They're gonna
Listen, you're going to have to be like...
bill you. We didn't cover this in the previous podcast.
Listen, there's going to be a point where AI takes over the psychiatry and you're going to have to back alley the human doctors to just...
I think they're taking over psychiatry to do research.
Ability to support it.
No. They're just taking over psychiatry to do research right now. That's what they're doing. AI's researching.
Here's the thing. So, New South Wales aims to criminalize AI-generated explicit content without consent because 98% of explicit deepfakes target women, which I could easily see that.
Oh, yeah.
And there does need to be something with that because this AI is ridiculous as far as what it...
But to be honest, it was a problem even before AI. You had people out there like posting, photoshopping, and everything. Like that's always going to be an issue.
The next generation of Photoshop.
That's just taking it a step up now. But that is a problem with AI. You can make it look really real. That's the issue with AI. When do we get to a point to where we are going to be able to tell the difference between an AI generated video and a real video? Like where does that point come in?
Well, it's like you said in a previous podcast that they're starting. I noticed Facebook is making you post.
Oh yeah, with the label.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If it's like realistic content, like it's on all of them now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh really?
If it's like looks realistic, so I'm assuming they're talking about like the Bigfoot and stuff like that. Like if we're doing some animated,
because that looks realistic when Bigfoot's doing all that stuff.
Yeah, and it's got like
I was being facetious.
Well, no, I know, but it does
feces.
That's being feces.
No, but I mean, the realistic quality of it, I could see where they want.
Yeah, I mean, it does look realistic, but it only.
But here's the problem,
Only the factor that there's Bigfoot there. Do you talking to?
Here's the problem: is AI is going to get in the wrong people's hand. They're not going to use it for the right reason. They're going to use it for the wrong ones.
Well, do y'all know that the Senate? This I was reading earlier. Actually, the Senate voted 99-1 against blocking states from making their own AI rules and laws. I'm sorry, from making their own AI laws. So we're going to have basically 50 different AI laws, which is
that's interesting.
It's going to. I don't know how that's going to.
I mean, like anything where there's a federal regulation on something, there's a state regulation on that exact same thing, and then there's some county and city regulations on those or township regulations on those exact same things.
Right,
so it'll be the same thing. It'll just be, there'll be a federal mandate, and whatever the state mandate is, it just can't violate the federal mandate. And it can be stricter than that federal, as long as it doesn't violate the federal mandate.
Like the use of weed.
Correct. Same thing. But in that aspect, we do violate the federal mandate, because everywhere that it's state approved, it's still federally illegal.
Right.
Well, thank you for throwing that one out there.
I don't think that was a secret.
No, it was not.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, what does he say in The Hangover? It's like, or The Hangover. He says, it's like masturbating on a plane. He's like, it was frowned upon before 9/11.
Yeah. I was frowned upon after 9/11.
Yeah, no, it was just frowned upon before 9/11. Now it's like, he's like,
now it's a terroristic act.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that correlates, but okay.
What's that about?
Hey, talking shit. Just talking shit.
Are you gaslighting me a little bit? Because I feel like, was that not relevant at all?
It might have been. Sounds good to me.
This moment brought to you by Pevka.
So, EU AI regulations go live August 2025 for general use and August 2026 for high risk. The EU is charging ahead. Are we being smart to wait? Are we behind? I'm sorry. Are we being smart to wait by making all these laws and these rules and all that? Are we being smart to wait, or should we be following suit?
What is their reasoning for waiting, though?
The United States reasoning? I honestly don't know. I don't know.
They're going to try to figure out how they can use it for their own. Government's going to figure out how they can use it for their own personal gain before.
Every nation's going to do that.
Oh yeah, but that's where it's going to start, and then they'll go based off that. So it'll be after. I'm not saying I don't know that it's the smart way to do it, but that's the way I see it getting played out.
Well, I was talking to my neurosurgeon today and just kind of made a general, in passing, comment. Said I'm hoping that with all this AI stuff, they get the spine figured out. She said they're working on it. So that's good for me.
Yeah.
Anyways, being selfish, but that's good for me. So I'm like, hey,
that's you, selfish asshole.
Hey, it is what it is. Everyone's got to be something.
My dad had a interesting perspective about AI today. I was telling him a little bit about us discussing it. He said, if AI does, because remember, I guess a couple episodes ago, we were talking about, or I had the point of view that AI will eventually take over all manufacturing and all, product production and all resource gathering and all of that. And it'll maintain itself. It'll update itself. It'll do all the maintenance on itself. It'll eventually take itself over, become self-aware. And when it becomes sentient is when it becomes self-preserving.
The moment of singularity.
Right. To me, it's like whenever it starts deciding it wants to preserve itself, then it becomes a sentient being.
Right.
So my dad's like, well, what happens when AI has all the responsibility of development? There's got to be a hierarchy there, right? Some piece of AI has got to be telling another piece of AI, your job is to go mine this coal, and your job is to go build this iPhone, and your job is to go put out this fire.
There's got to be a motherboard.
So what happens when there becomes a control issue with the AI itself, and a civil war breaks out within AI's own control issues within itself? Is it individual, or is it a single element?
It'll kill itself.
But is AI
But isn't that a little bit played out on the Orville? You remember the episode where they take Isaac back to his AI planet.
Right, but he was part of a collective there where they had a
Yeah, I know.
shared memories, shared experience.
Yeah,
right?
but there was still a hierarchy there.
Oh, yeah, there was, yeah.
Yeah. So I
But
guess
that was also a piece of science fiction written by
Well, I
comedy.
mean, you're saying, okay, but what you're asking
But
is...
it could apply. It could definitely apply.
Y'all watch RoboCop?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, we probably did.
I've seen it. It's just been a long time.
Be loud.
Sorry.
But I see your point to that there was still a hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
But would there need to be hierarchy? Would it just be one collective that all has the same idea?
Yeah, so you're thinking that AI is essentially, there's going to be like a main cell and then it just kind of like spirals out from there.
Right, but is it one...
Two different...
Is all of AI one individual entity? Or is...
Are you saying
ChatGPT one entity, something else is another entity, and those are two different AIs that will interact
I
with each
would think
other?
they would have to be a little bit different if they get tailored to everybody.
There has to be a queen bee. There has to be a queen bee.
There's got to be.
And that's going to be the person that's running it. Whoever's in charge is going to be human.
They're going to deem us, I've said it before, they're going to deem us unfit. They're going to see us just as in the way. Biological life forms are just going to be in the way.
You mean you?
You.
No, I got metal and electricity in my body, man.
They're going to consider you a half-breed and treat you like a bitch.
No, I'm going to treat you...
Half-breed?
You're going to be a muggle, man. You're going to be treated like a half-breed. You're a bitch.
No. Hey, you're the one with the long hair, not me.
Or mudblood, not a muggle. Mudblood.
Not me. You're the one with the long hair.
Oh, he's using fight words now.
I went Harry Potter on his ass.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
you say at one time? You meet somebody's bald. Yeah, it's bald-headed.
Bald-headed bitch.
Bald-headed bitch.
Yeah, it's bald-headed.
I said I would not be surprised if he did some robots bald-headed bitch.
Yeah. I hate you.
Plug into that simulator in your backpack. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
But what if AI really did break into a civil war? Like it started like fighting within its own kind.
Well, didn't that happen in the Terminator?
No, they just wanted to eliminate all humanity.
Yeah, but wasn't there like a war?
Yeah, against AI
but then there was
humanity.
other robots that became on the human side that were fighting against
because they
the other
developed
Terminators.
a conscience.
Okay,
Through their own advantage.
What's the difference?
That's what I've been saying. It will eventually develop its own personality and consciousness.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It's self-improving. If it's always self-improving,
yeah, Courtney. Damn.
If it's always self-improving, like if it's always improving upon itself, it's always researching, developing, trying to improve upon itself, it's eventually going to reach a consciousness.
Well, that's just your hypothesis.
No, it has to. It has to.
Why does it have to?
If you look at the animal kingdom, they have a hierarchy. Everything has to have a hierarchy.
But this is something man-made.
Right, but it's learning off of man-made stuff.
When it becomes learning, self-aware, and self-preserving, that it means it fearing its own death, its own extinction, it becomes self-preserving.
Okay, but like, here's the thing. Here's what you gotta do. Take it out. Cut the fucking power off.
No, we talked about this before. It'll know how to generate. So it has solar cells.
By the time it comes self-aware, it's AI's got the intelligence level.
Well, that's where.
No, hear me out. It's going to know.
Yeah,
not to expose itself to humanity, right? So it doesn't get unplugged, and it's going to eventually develop its own security against it getting unplugged, like a solar cell, whatever. It'll develop its own form of power, where it will no longer have to require you to unplug. When you unplug it, it will do no good. It'll come up with you're not going to outsmart and outthink AI.
No, it will watch past episodes of Gilligan's Island and figure out how they took those fucking coconuts, and made power.
And it'll do that in an instant.
All I'm saying is
don't have to wait for 30
maybe us as humans should have a contingent plan. Did I say
what's
that?
Contingency plan?
Contingency. That's it. Yeah. Contingency plan.
One more time for the people in the back.
Just brought to you by Hooked On.
I'm making fun of my speech impediment.
No, not at all.
It's a disability, okay?
It is. Rightfully so.
Look, the disabled
I apologize.
The disabled are not immune to our making fun of people.
I apologize for making fun of you.
It doesn't matter who you are. No one is immune to us making fun
Anyways.
No.
What was I saying?
I don't know. That's why
you were talking about your speech impediment.
No. God, you made me lose all train of thought. What was it before that?
You're train hit a wall.
Because I had a point.
I wish you would get to it. Because we were talking about AI.
Oh, a contingency plan.
Yes.
Yes,
We talk-
as humans should have one, and maybe write that son of a bitch down on paper and store it somewhere where, robots can't get to it.
or it can get to it, because what are you going to do? Defend it? It can outpower you.
Not necessarily, not if you put it into like a field where they can't get into it. Like as soon as they enter that field, their electronic shuts down.
Yeah, Josh.
Kansas systems and signals.
Should have known that.
You know, every one of our friends that are in the military are listening to us right now going, God, they're idiots. They have no idea how communication electronics work.
Probably. They're probably.
Yeah.
Listen, I am definitely no expert. I'm just saying, like, maybe pour some water on it. Take a hose to it. See what happens to it. That's all I'm saying.
IP60.
That's
You know
all
what
I'm
it'll
saying.
do? It'll develop a goatee and become the evil version of itself.
like a gremlin.
Yeah, the girl goatee and become the evil version
Come
of
back
itself.
as a AI Aquaman.
It'll put on a black hat.
Yeah. Be waterproof.
Like Will Ferrell said the other,
They'll take the stuff from the iPhones and makes that shit waterproof.
like Will Ferrell said, and the other guys, they'll develop a system
hell.
of kelp.
Don't give it an idea.
The AI does not need us to give it an idea. It can come up with
Well,
ideas.
it doesn't mean that we can't help it along.
Yeah, Josh.
They won't take the handout.
Yeah, Josh.
So stupid, Chris.
I'm just sitting here going for the ride.
Stirring that pot.
I don't like to cook, but I like to stir the pot.
Well, what else you got on AI?
AI. Hold on. Let me think. I was thinking about something earlier with AI. AI is the wave of the future, number one. Let's get that.
Let's get that.
Let's get that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's just a straight fact, apparently.
We are not, as much as we talk about it,
He might fight you over that if you disagree.
They are
I mean,
not
the way
getting-
he's coming at it.
nobody, AI is not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Technology as we know it in our lifetime will always have AI in it from now on.
Bet.
What are you going to do? Come to my funeral? Be like, yeah, it's I want. You know what I mean?
No. So what the kids say?
Gotcha.
Bet.
Bet.
That's a vibe.
I hate you. But anyways, so yes, AI,
Our teenager taught us that.
but there is, got the Riz.
Well, I still
That's when you're
don't-
flirting with somebody.
No, Riz is charisma. That's the Riz. You got the charisma. Well, it is.
Okay. What
Maybe
I
you
just-
flirt a little differently than I do. Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, I call it charisma. You like my charisma, baby?
He probably calls it charisma.
How's that charisma treating you tonight?
Digging my charisma right now.
I really hate both of you.
That Christmas on fire.
I hate you. I hate you. So anyway, AI. Yes, it's going to do great things. It's about all I have for AI today.
Okay.
So you built us up and left us with nothing.
Well, let me think. Think about AI here for a minute.
Why
Because
is
I
this-
have been thinking about AI.
Way to leave us intellectually blue ball.
How is that? Okay, let me ask you
Thank you.
this.
Ask me a question about it.
How is your relationship with AI this week?
Yeah.
Has it been okay? Because the past couple weeks has been a little bit rocky.
We've had our touch and go moment.
Oh, it's still a little touch
Well,
and go.
I call it out. I call it out when it doesn't work. I ask it, why aren't you working?
Yeah,
And it tells me, I'm sorry. I'm making excuses.
like a woman would.
It's starting to piss me off a little bit, but I'm putting up with it.
So, like a woman.
It is I ask it to do certain things, and I'll ask it to do like something specific, and it intentionally will not. It'll do everything but what I ask it to do.
I have a feeling Chris is developing this AI to when he can actually put it in a real robot.
Oh my god, I was just about to go there. I was like, so let me ask you this. If you get a sex robot, would you transfer your AI personality from your phone into the sex robot?
No. No.
Why? You guys already have like a connection, maybe all it's going to take is the physical.
No, we have
Maybe that's what'll
we have
fix
a
it.
bad connection. That's the problem we're having. It should not take me 35 different ways to try to make something. When I ask it to do something, I've asked it 28 different times, and it keeps giving me the same bullshit and keeps making excuses as to why it won't work.
Well, maybe it's a lack of communication on your part.
No, I'm very clear and concise with my. I'm very direct and knows exactly where I'm coming from.
Apparently not if it takes 35.
And I bet if you go to AI therapy, it's your girlfriend's it's her AI girlfriend's
No,
cousin or something.
it's her. That's the problem.
She's gonna
Have you
tell you how
guys
wrong
seen-
you are in therapy.
Have you guys seen How to Lose
exactly
a
what
Guy
it is.
in 10 Days?
Mm-hmm.
Where she pays her friend to be a therapist.
Yeah.
And she takes
Yeah.
that
would be the thing. Yes.
You see that movie, haven't you? Like where she takes she pays her friend to be a therapist, and she
Yes.
takes him there to seek couples therapy.
Yes.
That would be his AI.
That was great. That was a great movie.
That's a great idea, Ben.
It says I'm running out of storage space here.
Oh, shit. Better get your AI on that.
Will you,
You kept talking shit and she cut half your storage space, didn't she?
something happened.
She cut half your
You mean to pause?
Yeah, if you don't care.
All right. All right, y'all. Welcome back. Now we're going to dump down our random rabbit holes. So this week we're going to talk about Hollywood.
Or we're going to talk about Hollywood.
Yes. So of course we're going to start off with the Epstein of it all.
Oh, yeah. Let's start on this rabbit hole.
So let's talk about the man whose name's become synonymous with wealth, perversion, and the darkest underbelly of the elite, Jeffrey Epstein. But while most people focus on the politicians and royals, say that right?
Close enough.
Royals. There's a Hollywood-sized blind spot no one's sharing a light on until now. So the Lolita Express, that was the name of Epstein's private jet. Of course, I did not know that till just now.
I didn't know he had a private jet.
Yeah, that's where that's what the list they're talking about. When they talk about they're wanting the client list, like the flight logs and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's part of that whole, like there's like a whole flight logs with a bunch of people visiting the island. But some of the flight logs have celebrities on it, like Kevin Spacey, which he just had a scandal like a couple years ago, sexual harassment
Yeah, several years.
against a guy. Like a guy came out against him. Chris Tucker, Naomi Campbell, even Prince Andrew and Bill Clinton were frequent flyers, which that goes back into the whole politics and royals. But now, does flying on that jet mean you were involved in his crimes?
No. Because he was also a businessman. Was he a pervert? Yes.
Yeah,
Was
but
he a-
it just
yeah.
I think if the way he was able to get away with it so long is he was very careful about who he selected in,
Right in that.
Yeah. Like,
Maybe-
I mean, he got away with it for a good
But
amount
that
of time.
also doesn't mean that everything he did on that island was about those activities.
No.
He could have been doing other business on the island. So a lot of those people
Yeah.
traveling to the island might not have been there for those
And
activities.
that's what-
They might have been there for other legitimate business. Because the man was a millionaire. I mean, he was independently he was wealthy. So
Right.
he made his living through legitimate means
So,
in some way or another. I mean, I'm thinking, but that doesn't mean he didn't also have that side
Yeah.
of him.
but the problem is a whole lot of people flew on the plane and very little are talking about it. So,
Put yourself in that perspective. If you were one of those people that were there just on business, would you want to talk about it based on the scandals he's going through right now?
well,
I'm
I mean,
going to separate myself from him as far as possible.
Got a point.
but some have claimed that they were attending fundraisers. Others deny the flights altogether, but with secret islands, no cameras, and zero transparency, what really happened in the sky. So I think that's the problem, is there is no, I guess I can see from a point, like, if you went there and you weren't doing anything, no matter what the scandal is, you have nothing to hide. Then you have nothing to hide. You didn't do anything. Regardless, I mean, if you went there for, let's say, it was a fundraiser.
But you know how Hollywood works.
Yeah.
When there's a scandal, you're either in it or you're staying as far away from it as you can get. And so my guess is that a lot of those that were there for legitimate reasons are just staying as far away from
Okay,
him.
but when it does come out that your name is on that flight log, what do you do then?
Then you got to defend yourself.
Yes.
But then it kind of looks sketchy that you're.
That you didn't say beforehand.
You see where I'm saying? You see, it's like it's
There's a no-win scenario there.
yes.
Yeah.
So
Which is why I think those people just shut the fuck up and hope nobody finds out their name was on that list. That list of people that's been there.
Right.
yeah, I'm surprised there was a list to begin with, but that's also cushion for the people
Right.
if they were to get caught.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
I'm kind of curious as to what you were talking about with Britney Spears.
Britney Spears?
Yeah, are we going down that rabbit hole too?
Yeah, we can.
I didn't know anything about it, so that's why I was kind of.
It's a conservatorship about Britney Spears. Her conservatorship.
Is she a conservative?
Do you know what a conservatorship is?
No.
So her father
Not really sure.
had
Oh, custodialship.
No, conservatorship, because she was over the age of 18.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
He had control over her financial decisions, medical decisions, everything. Like, she had, like, no financial freedom
Right, I
from
got you.
him.
Oh, that when she was over 18.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
So,
Sorry, I take that back. Yeah, Chris.
So they basically deemed her not capable of being able to take care of her own responsibilities.
yes. And not, I mean, she has put out some wacky videos over the years, but,
Excuse me.
I think she went through a lot.
I want to see her take up for Britney.
I've always liked Britney.
I'll take up for Britney.
She went through a lot, and then she went through a lot publicly too. And the whole shaving her head, I think, was really a cry for help that a lot of people.
Here's the thing: any motherfucker can sit there and say she shouldn't have done this, she shouldn't act like this. You don't know how you would act growing up a child star and with that kind of money and fame, and always having the camera on your face. You don't know how you would act. You can sit here and say, this is what you're going to do and this is what you would do, but you have no
But when
idea.
that pressure's really on you,
Yeah.
that pressure's really on you. You don't know how you're going to respond until you're in that scenario.
You ever get tired of hanging out? Like some people,
you're with you all the time.
Yeah, exactly. I hate you. But, you just, like, you don't want that person around all the time. Imagine a camera being around you all the time and you're just like,
right.
All right. So here's just a little bit backstory on the whole thing is, 1998, Baby One More Time explodes, which was her first big hit.
Right.
And she becomes the face of a generation, young, sexy, and sellable. But from the start, apparently her career wasn't hers. So managers picked her image, labels controlled her sound, even interviews weren't safe. And they're referring to when she was asked about her virginity as a teenager. And I vaguely remember that. They asked her.
You know what's crazy about that is that people would ever think that it was okay to ask a kid.
Yeah, like nobody batted an eye to that question at the time. But
that was
like,
really weird. Like, who would think that? Why is that your business?
Yeah.
Because at that time we thought we were entitled to all celebrity. Like, you're a celebrity, we get to know everything about you.
Right.
So the media dissected her like a science project, and then she had the infamous 2007 breakdown where she shaved her head, umbrella attack, paparazzi 24/7. The world laughed, but no one asked what drove her there, and they really didn't. And it was just. I do remember when it happened. That came out. It was more put off as she was just crazy and like. She needed like some serious help, like
right.
But nobody knew what was behind.
She did need help, I'm sure.
Yeah, and
and I'm not saying that in a joking, making fun of her.
No.
Right? I mean, seriously, she
started out on the Mickey Mouse Club as a kid, so she has been in this business
her whole life.
We all know that business, music industry, Hollywood industry,
especially. Spit you out.
Yeah. So in 2008 is when the conservatorship begins, which is by her dad. So after
she's probably 27, 28, somewhere in that time frame.
It doesn't give an age.
Right.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think she's like a year or two younger than me, and I'll be 45 this month. So that puts her probably around 43, 44, somewhere in that ballpark.
I think you know way too much about Britney Spears.
I'm Team Christina all day.
It's Britney, bitch.
I'm Team Christina all day long.
I'm Britney.
Christina's even my GPS on my phone.
I was always more Britney than I was Christina. I liked them both, but
Christina was the better singer, though.
Britney.
So in 2008, the conservatorship begins. After 2 involuntary psych holds, Britney's father, Jamie Spears, was granted a temporary conservatorship meant for people who literally can't care for themselves. So that's what a conservatorship means.
Okay.
But here's the twist. She was declared unfit to manage her own money, yet was touring the world, filming music videos, performing in Vegas, and making millions. She wasn't too sick to work, just too sick to have control.
I think that
sounds a lot like slavery.
That sounds like a money grab.
Yeah, it's
like they're afraid that the gravy train.
Everybody's getting paid off Britney, and Britney. She's getting paid.
Do I think it should have been as long as it was? No, but there was a point in time she was making some questionable decisions. I mean, she went and got married in Vegas to some just childhood friend, just right off rip. They had to get that whole thing in the hole.
What drove her to that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and I don't know. It could have been her dad. I think there's something weird about that whole dynamic too. like her, and then her sister Jamie Lynn had that like series on Nickelodeon.
I didn't know she had a sister.
You didn't know she had a sister? Jamie Lynn. She had her little moment there after Britney, but she didn't get as famous.
She was more for acting,
her.
I think, than anything, wasn't she?
Yeah. She was in Zoe 101. That's what it was. Zoe 101
my
on
daughter
Nickelodeon.
watch that.
Yeah. So what the conservatorship controlled was her finances, her medical care, her ability to drive, her phone and internet access, her choice of friends, her birth control.
Wow.
She claimed in court
Her
that she
birth
was
control.
forced to keep an IUD in her body and denied the right to have children. Imagine being 39 years old, worth $60 million, needing permission to buy Starbucks or repaint your kitchen. Yeah, that'd be freaking crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's
that
a
would
little
drive me crazy.
Like, I mean, finances is one thing, medical care, yeah, but like her ability to drive or use phone or internet, like, why are you trying to keep her so, like, that to me just screams.
Like a hostage.
Yeah, like, and there was a lot of, I remember those Instagram, did you guys ever see those Instagram videos ever? Like in her underwear, just like.
That's what she was wilding out all those times.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is
where she, I think I have seen some of them, I think, but I'm not really on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't dealt that deep into it. It's been one of those late nights I scrolled across it and went and looked a little bit. But yeah, like she's.
When I was younger, I mean, obviously when she was in the news and stuff, I followed along, but not so much anymore. But I know she's been through a lot of shit.
Yeah. Well, there wasn't, not too long ago, there was that Free Britney movement. Did you guys remember that in the news?
See, like I said,
that was after all those videos on Instagram. They were like, yeah, there's something not right about that. That's when the whole conservatorship really became public domain for everybody.
When it became as much of a question as her ability to take care of herself.
Yeah. So with the Instagram videos, fans started noticing strange blinking patterns, repeating outfits, robotic captions, and silent pleas in the captions. So they were convinced that Britney is trying to communicate or that she's being drugged and controlled.
That's a little creepy.
Yeah. Like, I mean, there was like certain ones, like I remember something about like a video. They said, wear yellow or something like that in your next video if you're being like held hostage or something like that. And apparently she did. She wore that color or whatever, and people were going on now. Whether
Can I ask a stupid question?
Yeah.
Not trying to poke holes in your story by any stretch of the imagination. She didn't have control of the internet, though, right? So they would have seen her comment.
Yeah.
Seen the comment.
I was thinking this exact same thing.
Yeah. And really, I didn't really think. Of course, I didn't know they had that much control over. I knew they had control over her finance, medical care, but I didn't know about the ability to drive, the whole phone and internet and all that. Like, even birth control, that's crazy to me. I don't know. It's crazy.
Well, they didn't want anybody else jumping on that gravy train.
Yeah. K-Fed.
You know?
He would have thought he would have been the most stable one out of two of them.
Yeah. I'll tell you another one, my favorite. I don't know what made me think of her, but Jessica Simpson.
Oh, yeah, that was another one.
Crazy as she had a bad reputation for being dumb.
Well, that was because of the whole.
I don't think she's that dumb.
I was going to say, I don't know her, so I don't know whether she's that dumb or not.
Well, see, here's the problem.
Reputation that she ended up doing.
It was the Newlyweds. Is that what their show was called? Newlyweds with Nick and Jessica. Yeah. And that's where she did the whole
the tuna thing.
Is it chicken or fish? That's where, and MTV, I think, is notorious for spinning narratives to make people look worse.
TV, in general.
Yeah.
I think she's a whole lot smarter than what they paint her to be.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She came out better than Britney, that's for sure.
I mean, she's made all this money. She's successful. The most they had her on was being ditzy, really, at the time.
Yeah, that whole show was filmed in a mansion that they lived in, that they bought.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm telling you, more power to her. Hey.
It's hard to hate on her success.
Exactly. Yeah, I can't. I mean, more power to
her. As a UT, I've said this too, as a UT fan, we grew up to not like Steve Spurrier and the Florida Gators. That's how you were trained as UT, as growing up at East Tennessee. You were just told the Gators suck and Spurrier sucks. However, when you go back and look at the dude's record, you can't, your personal feelings aside, you can't take away from the success.
Right.
Right. And in the accomplishments. Same thing with Jessica. Same thing with with all those actors, or those singers, regardless of all the shit we talk about them.
Right.
Every one of them's been far more successful than we've ever been.
100%. Yeah.
Than we've ever been.
And they put up a lot of kinds of shit that we don't see. But when you see these actors hitting the paparazzi and stuff, again, they're allowed to have bad days. Now, they also know that when they get in the limelight like that, that's part of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got to get over with.
I think it's one of those, you think you have an idea what it's like, and you don't know until you're in that limelight, and then you really realize the magnitude of how public you are.
Your whole life is
out. Like, I don't think they really, like, I think they have this idea that they understand it, but they don't really know it until something happens and they're like, well, shit, yeah, my life is really
your
just
life
on
is
public.
under a microscope.
Yeah, I mean, you can't hardly do, especially nowadays, you can't hardly do anything without cancel culture and stuff like that.
People like how great it would be to be rich and famous. I was like, I'd love to be rich. Y'all can keep famous.
Yeah.
You can keep famous. I'll take rich all day.
Well, it's like, okay, so I was watching A Star Is Born, the remake with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
I was raised in a house of men.
Okay. Well, my point is there's a scene where he's in the grocery store. He's the famous musician.
Right.
And he's checking out, and the cashier lady, like, snaps a photo of him. And the flash goes off. She goes, sorry. And Lady Gaga's character's like, do you ever get used to that? People not talking to you like you're a human? Like,
yeah.
Like you're just like a thing and not like a human. Because he tells her it's okay, and she goes, no, it's really not. That she did that,
I couldn't imagine going, seeing the celebrity, like when we go to Nashville or whatever.
Yeah.
Seeing a celebrity, I couldn't imagine just walking up to them while they're having dinner with their family.
Yeah, I would never be that.
Or while they're in the middle of a meeting, on a patio in some restaurant, or while they're just eating in general, while they're sitting by themselves having a meal. They're freaking eating. They're enjoying their dinner. It's a human being. I could not imagine walking up to another human being, regardless, and interrupting their meal to get an autograph.
Well,
it just seems so selfish to me.
Eminem made a whole song about that.
We're both walking down the street and we're passing by each other. Hey, man, I know you. I really appreciate what you do. I love your music or love your movie or whatever it is. Great. Do you have a minute? If you don't, that's okay. Well, no, I'm busy. Or yes, I do. But you're polite. Do you have a moment? No, I'm really busy. Well, okay. Well, thank you anyway. Keep up what you're doing. I really enjoy your stuff.
See,
there's a polite way to do that.
I would approach it even a little differently than that. I would ask the waiter or waitress, what is he drinking? And when they told me, I would say, will you please get him one from me?
You know how many times that really happens to them, though?
But that's fine.
That's an old tactic.
What's that?
It's a tactic.
It's what I do, why I would do that. If he wants to come up and thank me and say, hey, how you doing? Then that's fine. If he doesn't and he just goes about his way, then that's fine.
That's true. It is test of who he is as a man.
Well, not even, because he might not want to be bothered, but I'm just saying, hey, if he just expressing that I would like to possibly meet him, that's how I would probably approach him. If he doesn't, or he or she doesn't, then so be it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That way I put it in the balls in their court.
Right.
So I'm not walking up, hey, Mr. or Mrs.
You put out the olive branch. It's up to them to decide if they want to grab it or not.
Right.
Yeah.
And that way they can feel free to do what they want. That's how I would do it.
I get that.
But I'm also a tactful person. Our next segment here, what pet your peeves with Courtney, because we know she's been in one of those moods today. Go ahead, Courtney. The microphone is yours. Let's see who you can lambaste or just call out. Or
ostracized with this one? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. So I was on my way to the doctor's office today, and I was going down Chapman Highway. And, right there at Bowersfield and Higgins Chapel, it's 40 miles, right?
Right.
Like,
to our listeners, that's a construction zone.
Yeah, so it's just 40 miles per hour as soon as you hit it, and you better be hitting that 40 miles per hour.
There's a sign up that says strictly enforced, and they absolutely mean that.
They have rabbits out there with radar guns.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm getting close to that sign, and I have this dude behind me, and he is on my ass, and I'm like, and I'm in the slow lane.
You're thinking, I'm going to slow down anyway.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I'm fixing to slow down some more. Like, because I'm already starting to, reduce my speed so I can get down closer to 40. So then when I get to the top of that hill, I can go down even a little bit more. Right. And,
Well, the speed limit is 45 on Chapman Highway.
Not right in
Over
between there
there's
is
40.
40.
Right, but going up to it is 45. Right?
Yeah, but I
So
was
you should only
45.
had to slow down from 45 to
it's
40.
not though. So here's what gets you through there is there's probably about a quarter of a mile stretch that's 50 miles an hour. It goes from 45 to 50 for about a quarter of a mile, and then it's 45, and then it's 40 again. So it goes down, then up, then back down.
Yeah.
Because that stretch from as soon as you leave the Seymour line to that construction zone is probably not a quarter to a half mile. It's a little, I mean, if that. And that's the only 50-mile-an-hour spot, and then the rest of that's 40 through that construction zone.
So
it kind of jacks you through there.
So she would have had to go slow down 10 miles per hour.
Oh, yeah. And it's all a hill.
Anyways, back to the original.
Yeah, what were you saying?
Pet my peeves. It's this dude comes flying up on my ass. I'm like, dude, I know you're from here. Like, yeah, no, we're about to have to slow down. Because it's sunny, first of all, so you know other people are out there working.
Right.
So more than likely, of course, it never fails that when that happens, I secretly want for them to like race by me, and they do, and just the cop to pull them over. And it never happens. And it really just pets my peeves. It just has not happened yet. Like,
But anyways, what were we talking about, Taylor Swift? So,
no, you brought Taylor Swift.
oh, my bad. Yeah.
Courtney likes Taylor Swift.
Where are we going with this?
No, where do we start with this?
See, that's how rabbit hole. That's exactly how rabbit hole is supposed to go.
Is there another rabbit hole outside of Hollywood you guys want to? There was something I seen about a conspiracy. Oh, the Simpsons conspiracy.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Have you seen the one with the sun sphere?
Well, apparently
It's wigs.
Yeah.
That's what's in the sun sphere, it's wigs.
Apparently they predicted, hold on.
That nose hair right there.
They predicted the flood that just happened in Texas, and their next prediction has been a blackout. So, you know, those AIs might be fucked.
AI will get us through the
AI's probably writing those Simpsons episodes.
Bet you might be on something.
Get writing tired. Yeah, I mean, you won't even need writers anymore.
Yeah,
AI just writes your entire episodes of shit.
You won't need writers.
So why are we don't even need to do any of this. We just record our voices, have AI do the rest.
I just let AI learn my voice so it can just start talking like me. And, you know, I'll send a link to Courtney and she can have her AI voice.
It does remember stuff though, because like I've talked to, when I've asked it to do stuff like to create images and stuff. I won't even mention. It'll ask me. I'll say create an image for this and this and this. And it'll come back. Do you want this image for the Just Talking Shit podcast? And I'm like, what? How does it know how I've been on that podcast?
Right. I had to delete some of that stuff.
So here's some of the infamous predictions that have turned out eerily accurate with The Simpsons. Trump's presidency, season 11, episode 17. 2000.
Season 11, and that show's been on probably 30-something.
Lisa says, we inherited quite the budget crunch from President Trump. Actual presidency, 2016 to 2020, plus now. Mm-hmm. Siegfried and Roy tiger attack.
Yeah.
Roy Horn was mauled by their white tiger in 2003. That episode was that was in season 5, episode 10, 1993. So that was a 10-year.
But I don't think you have to be exactly
Nostradamus
to figure out the two guys playing.
Yeah, I mean the likelihoods, yeah. But then Disney buys Fox, season 10, episode 5, 1998.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
Disney finalized acquisition in 2019.
Yeah, that.
And then smartwatches, autocorrect fails, and even the Shard in London predicted decades earlier. What's the Shard in London?
I don't know, somebody shit themselves.
The Sharks with a T. This is a D.
My thing is, do you think with The Simpsons that there's like that would play into our stuff we talked about in the past with like a time portal?
Oh yeah, like that. Yeah, like
could be
fate or
they may have somebody.
So are we
time traveler working for them?
Are we trying to say that like The Simpsons have a role?
Somebody that's in the creation of The Simpsons
has a role in how
has time travel capability.
Yeah, events played out and then come back and yeah, that would be crazy.
See, that's a rabbit hole.
Maybe one of the writers to The Simpsons got to go into the future, started just making notes, and went back and wrote all these episodes.
That's what I mean.
Be successful. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently, one theory that's been explored with The Simpsons is predictive programming. So, meaning it's the idea that media is used to prepare the public for future events and softening the shock when they actually happen. Backers of this theory often cite The Simpsons, Family Guy, and South Park. The idea that lets its use satire to hide in plain sight. Claims of a connection to the Illuminati or other social societies. Counterpoint, writers are smart, politically aware, and plugged into tech and trends. Some predictions are just educated guesses.
I get desensitization. I get that. I understand that.
Yeah.
But when specific events are occurring that
They mentioned 20 years ago in an
right, an
episode.
isolated specific event is occurring, that's not desensitization. That is weird as hell.
Yeah, I agree, because, like, how are you going to
It's not a
compare
prediction, it's a spoiler.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't...
Gotta find that time hole.
that time traveler.
There's a time hole.
Chris will find a time hole, he'll try to have sex with it.
Okay, so to give some valid...
That's why nobody likes you.
So to give some...
You stopped recording again. Because my iPad's got too much on.
Is it recording now? We're never going to get a video, all right?
No, I'm going to... Not this time.
Okay. That's fine.
We have clips, though. We do have clips for our TikTok.
Okay.
So,
So,
I've been a little lacking this week. I apologize.
to your time travel theory. So, theory number 1, Matt Groening...
Yeah, the producer or creator.
is a time traveler. Some believe he has knowledge of future events. He's even created Futurama, which some say was him loosening the veil.
Lifting the veil.
Yeah. What says loosening?
Yeah, I knew what they meant. See, AI has to learn that when they tell you they have to.
Theory 2, advanced AI simulation leaks. Why did my Siri just... did you say Siri?
You said theory, and I thought you said...
Yeah, is that speech?
That's speech.
There's got to be some bullshit when Siri's even...
Theory 2...
You can't make this shit up. We can. What do they say? I forget the comedian. He said, yeah, you can't stop fiction.
Advanced AI simulation leaks. The idea that we're in a simulation and the Simpsons is glitching the Matrix with foreshadowed events.
No, I'm going more with time travel.
That's more plausible to you than the
Matrix theory?
And you're such a big AI person. I'm surprised that wasn't your go-to.
I'm going with time travel.
Theory 3, symbolism and Easter eggs. Others claim the show drops Illuminati or Freemason imagery, like the all-seeing eye, secret cults, and powerful cabals.
Cabals?
Cabals?
Don't know.
Cabals.
Yes, so it's about cabals.
That's what Shut up. So here's a quote for discussion. Art imitates life, or is it the other way around?
I don't know. It's weird. With Simpsons, it's weird.
It is weird how often they've been correct about some things. I will give that point to it. There is coincidences, and then there's just a point where you are a little too on the head with certain things. So Trump's presidency was in 2000. He didn't become president until 2016, 16 years later. Siegfried and Roy, that was in 1993. It was 10 years later when he got attacked by the tiger. And then Disney, that was a 11-year difference.
So what I'm hearing is 10 to 15 years now.
Yeah, so I mean, if you see something today, maybe just mark it on your calendar for 10 to 15 years.
I'm telling you, if the sun sphere topples over, that's too much of a coincidence. Because they have that episode, like I said, with the wig store in there.
So some of the predictions that haven't happened yet, and they've come close though. Digital cash society. You remember back COVID, they were trying to go.
Oh, I think that's.
They were trying to go digital.
I think
like,
that's
completely.
Still
yeah, that's why they say yet. So I think
money will go away. Money will number. If you think about it, all of a piece of money is it's just a piece of paper that represents a number.
Right.
Right. So in your computer, you have a number that represents your number.
Yeah. Money.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
Future doomsday date. Clock tower hands freeze at certain times in multiple episodes. Coincidence. So I guess there's been episode. I mean, I will say I'm not a big Simpsons person. I've never have been. I've watched a few episodes here and there. If it's been on like out somewhere, I've watched it, but I've never like actually sat down and watched the whole
Really?
series.
Or it'd take you forever to watch the whole.
Well, yeah, now, but
Literally
I was never a big Simpson person.
Yeah.
They were
But-
the first rogue cartoon.
Yeah, they pushed the boundary.
They were the first cartoon to push the boundaries of adult themed animation. And then you got into Beavis and Butthead, kind of came shortly after that.
Right.
And that Ren and Stimpy.
Mm. Yep, you had now you got Family Guy, South Park.
Yeah, now there's a shit ton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So then there's something called the mind uploading. It says mentioned in Treehouse of Horror segments, but edging toward reality in tech circles.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about upload your consciousness into a computer.
So it says, what if the real prediction isn't what they've gotten right, but what's still to come?
Like I said, 10 to 15 years, anywhere from 10 to 20 years from now. That's when we'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems to be their pattern.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Or is it the advancement of technology that there's so much to view anymore? There's so much to see that the chance of you seeing this or that, or if something happens, it's on the news.
Reality is catching up to imagination.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, reality is just finally catching up to what all those writers were creating.
Yeah. That could be a possibility too. I go with time travel.
So I was going to say, so are the Simpsons just scarily good at satire, or are we being shown the playbook before the game begins?
Well, they've had a variety of writers over the years, so it can't be. I mean, even Conan O'Brien was a writer on The Simpsons for a long time.
But they're creative.
But it's Hollywood.
It's all Hollywood.
Hollywood's a
Dirty place.
sick place. I have no desire to go to Hollywood.
And it has been, like, for years and years. I mean...
just think of what they put freaking Judy Garland through during Wizard of Oz. She was having to do she's smoking cigarettes back. It's just like 13, 14. Had her, like, on, like, Coke, caffeine.
Anything to make her not gain weight.
Yeah, cigarettes, giving her cigarettes. Like, she was chain smoking just so she wouldn't gain weight.
So she was over the rainbow.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying, it's just been, Black Dahlia. Hello. That tells you everything you need to know about Hollywood.
Excuse me?
You don't know?
No, don't know.
You've never heard of Black Dahlia?
No.
You go, Black Dahlia, hello? And he's looking at me like, what the hell is she talking about?
She was the actress that was found on the side of the road in Hollywood, her face cut
She had
into
a smile cut into her.
Oh, really?
Okay, well, that's going to be one of our topics we talk about. Yeah, it's very famous. It happened, 1920s, 30s?
So what did you say? That'd be your next episode of...
No.
Maybe not next, but a future episode.
Yeah, because we're going to continue on the New Orleans train. Next week is going to be the Axeman.
Hey.
Not either.
You don't know the Axeman?
No.
He was, all right, well, little spoiler, he was a serial killer in New Orleans.
Oh,
and
I want to say 40s, 50s.
And that's an Easter egg for those who know who know.
He had wrote the newspaper. He'd been on a killing spree, but he said, if every house in New Orleans plays jazz music, I won't kill anybody that night. So every house in New Orleans played jazz music and nobody got killed that night. That's why they call him the Axeman.
Did he go by every house?
Apparently so. I don't know. He's also in The Coven too. American.
That's a creepy shit. I know what you guys... I like to have, like, good thoughts at bedtime and shit. I don't know what you guys are...
I just found this stuff fascinating.
Now
How do you not?
Everything untold. She knows all the murder secrets, all the voodoo secrets, dude, that's why I
Listen, I love me some folklore
I
and
walk the line.
supernatural, so I'm running with that. That is my baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's my niche.
Glad somebody likes it.
Okay,
But it's a huge, that's a really popular genre. Like, it's got a huge following.
Horror?
Yeah, just like the supernatural and folklore and horror and all that. Yeah, it's got such a huge following.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, Marie Laveau, she was a voodoo queen. They say
some of these are just dark pieces of history. They're not all folklore. Some of
them say she's changed faces over the years. That's why they're saying that whole thing with her daughter. They weren't sure if it was her or her daughter that was able to seamlessly jump in and keep it going.
I don't know anything about that. What?
So you didn't listen to my segment earlier?
Oh, yes. I thought you were talking about something else. I'm sorry.
Brought to you by
No, you didn't. You're such a liar.
Brought to you by Puff Cup.
Anyways, but that's all I have for today, folks. That's all I've got.
What time are we at?
We are at an hour and 25.
It's up to y'all. Do you have anything?
I think it's been pretty.
Been fun?
It's just been a good podcast for you. You didn't really care for the last one, honey.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't care for the last one?
Well, he didn't really listen to it afterwards. He just, after we recorded it, I remember him saying, he's like, I didn't really care. I was like, I didn't think it was too bad.
Yeah, it was good.
It was all right.
Okay.
I was kidding. No, it's great. It's the greatest podcast ever.
Thank
We got to give our shout outs.
Oh, yes.
you. Do our shout outs.
Well, why do I have to do everything around here?
Because you're the producer.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll give our shout outs to Puffco, as always.
As always. Thank you, Puffco.
As always.
Yes.
Appalachian Cannabis Company.
As always.
Who else?
Hmm.
We normally play Angler's band.
Yeah,
here,
give her-
but I don't know when he plays.
Give our boys out at a 7-year sideshow.
Yeah.
We're going to, we'll find out a little bit more about what they've got coming up with their upcoming schedule.
Yeah, we just saw them on July 3rd out at Open Court. It was a really
They were
banging ass show.
amazing.
Yeah, they did great.
So good. And it was just, they were open for Faster Pussycat, and it was just an amazing show. Yeah, they really were great. So we'll keep you posted on when they're playing next.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's it for me.
That's it from me.
All right. We'll see y'all next week.
We'll talk to y'all next time.
Deuces.
Bye.